I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological.
Yes, my friends, for the August 1st, 2018 big story, we are talking about Fortnite coaches, because this is the thing, and I don't even know what to think about it. So for those that don't know, there was an article that came out today talking about how parents are hiring Fortnite coaches for their children to help them get better at the game. Now, there's been a lot of angry talk about this. A lot of people that are just up in arms over the idea of parents doing this, blah, 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 blah. There's so many different ways to approach it. I don't want to look at it and say, this is wrong, this is bad, because that's not how I feel, but it is new and interesting and different and unique and shows that we're in a different time. Maybe a little shell-shocking, but I guess it all depends on the situation. So parents are hiring Fortnite coaches. Apparently you can get a Fortnite coach for 4 hours for $50, which is a sweet deal for the coaches there. And they help train your child to be better at Fortnite. So maybe the kid is like, Mom, Dad, I want to improve at Fortnite. Can we get a Fortnite coach? I mean, you would do it for sports, traditional sports. Like if you wanted to get better at baseball and you weren't making any progress just with the way you were doing things, you would get a coach or a tutor or something. Obviously, sports are extracurricular. If it was regular class or stuff like that, you would get a tutor, and that would be, I would say, important. Not that sports aren't important, but obviously when you're going to school, you're there to learn, so you need a tutor because you don't want to fail a class. You're not necessarily going to fail, baseball after school. You might get kicked off the team or something like that, but it's a different story. I'm just trying to say I'm not crapping on sports. I'm not crapping on just regular book learning, but I think there's somewhat of a difference there. So if the kid's asking for help and, it's something they do after school, maybe you could do it. I mean, like I said, it's a very interesting thing to think about. And I've been going over it all day in my head, thinking about why parents are doing this, what the situation is, and I've just had so many different ideas. But I know that a lot of people just hate it overall based on the comments we've been getting. Jimmy Whispers on Twitter says this. He says this thing right here. Yeah, like I said, some people are just like, I don't get it. Other people are angry. It could be something that maybe a parent's doing to get their kid to stop playing Fortnite, because they're like, my kid's playing too much Fortnite. How can I make this not fun? I'm going to be like, well, if you're playing and you're not getting first the majority of the time, then you need to get a coach, or whatever you want to call a Fortnite coach. And they come in and the kid has to spend 4 hours with the coach every week learning how to play, and it makes something fun, not fun because you're forced to sit there and do it, and someone's teaching you what to do. And maybe this is the parents' grand scheme to get their kids to stop playing Fortnite so much. I don't know. I could see it a whole bunch of different ways. There's esports are a thing now. There are plenty of esports players that make a lot of good money playing games professionally. Obviously, I say a lot, but compared to the average person, there's still a very, very, very small amount of people that are professional gamers and do that as a job and make enough money to sustain living. And we're talking about kids here, much younger kids, but who knows? Maybe there's a kid out there who is truly passionate about games, including Fortnite, and the parents, I would say, are non-traditional, and they want to let the kid explore different avenues while they're still young, because when you get old and you're locked into stuff, you're locked in. You can't just pick up and move to a different occupation or something like that, because you got bills to pay, you probably got a family to take care of, stuff like that. So when they're younger, they're like, let's let the kids give this a shot. I know, I'm sure me being open-minded about this is gonna make people angry, but I always try and see where things are coming from. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about it. Obviously, I think I am not a parent, so I have no right or place to tell anybody what to do with their kids. But when it comes to children, I think they should focus on schoolwork first, and then Fortnite, and then, maybe, I didn't even talk about it, maybe it's a whole thing where it's like, you know, the quote-unquote dance moms, or those really angry, forceful, like, sports parents. I shouldn't just say moms. Moms and dads. The ones that are like, you're gonna practice every day, and you're gonna get out there and play every game, and you're gonna be the star player, and if you're not, we're gonna kick your butt, and you're gonna get all your fun activities taken away. You know, some of those really forceful parents that are living vicariously through their kid. Maybe there's a parent out there that's like, you suck at Fortnite, you need to get a coach. I want to see you win, damn it. I don't know, maybe there's a parent out there like that. I got no idea. So there's all kinds of different scenarios, but yes, this is obviously news that's going all around the internet and is being hotly debated right now. I would warn against going into the comment sections on most places, but hopefully in the comments of this video, you will keep it civil. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for August 1st, 2018. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow for whatever tomorrow's big story is. I sure hope you'll join me to check it out. So until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot!